Most people lose control when they are provoked, and that is exactly what certain people want. Their aim is not genuine communication or mutual understanding. Instead, they seek to trigger your emotions, irritate you, and push you into reacting without thinking. The moment someone can dictate your emotional reaction, they gain control over you. You may have encountered situations like this before: a cutting remark, a joke designed to sting, or a comment carefully aimed at one of your vulnerabilities. In those moments, the natural impulse is to defend yourself, argue back, or prove the other person wrong. However, this is where the hidden danger lies. Every emotional reaction can give the provocateur exactly what they want: your attention, your energy, and your peace of mind. The more intensely you respond, the more control you surrender. Stoic philosophy gives a powerful alternative. It teaches that not every insult, criticism, or provocation deserves a response. Not everyone should be granted access to your emotional well-being. Often, true strength is not found in winning an argument but in refusing to participate in a conflict aimed to upset you. As Marcus Aurelius once said, your greatest power lies in controlling your own mind rather than trying to control external events. You cannot control how others behave or what they choose to say, but you can decide how you respond. That choice remains entirely yours. This is where many people struggle. Provocation works like fire: every reaction feeds it and allows it to spread. The more attention it receives, the stronger it becomes. Yet there is a simple and remarkably effective way to end this emotional game: by refusing to provide the reaction that fuels it. When you remain calm, the game loses its power, and the person seeking to provoke you is left without the control they were hoping to gain. Attitude 1: Never give people the reaction they are hoping to get from you. Those who deliberately provoke others understand that emotional responses are often predictable. They expect anger, frustration, defensiveness, or some form of emotional outburst. Think of provocation as a baited hook. The comment or insult is merely the lure, and the quicker you react, the easier it becomes for the other person to draw you into unnecessary conflict. Many individuals allow minor incidents to occupy their thoughts for hours or even days. A few careless words can steal their peace because they have granted those words far more importance than they deserve. According to Epictetus, no one can truly damage your mind unless you allow them to do so. This idea shifts the focus entirely. The real issue is not what someone says or does, it is the amount of mental and emotional space you allow that behavior to consume. A fire eventually burns out when no new fuel is added. In much the same way, conflict weakens when it is no longer fed by emotional reactions. When you stop responding impulsively, the power of the provocation begins to disappear. People who seek to provoke others are often searching for signs of wounded pride, insecurity, or poor self-control. Your reaction is the reward they are hoping to receive. By remaining calm, you deny them that satisfaction. As emotional maturity grows, so does the realization that not every opinion requires a reply, not every criticism demands justification, and not every insult deserves attention. True strength is not measured by how many arguments you win, but by your ability to. Attitude 2: Use a short and calm response. Most people who provoke others expect resistance, lengthy explanations, or emotional debate. This is why a short and calm response can be so effective. A phrase as simple as, "If that's how you see it, that is fine," can immediately diffuse tension. It communicates confidence without aggression. There is no need to defend yourself, persuade anyone, or engage in an emotional battle. Instead, you show that your sense of peace is not dependent on someone else's opinion. This response disrupts the expectation behind the provocation. Individuals who rely on manipulating emotions often lose their advantage when they fail to generate the reaction they were seeking. It is similar to aiming at a target that refuses to stand in place. As Seneca once said, one of the clearest signs of strength is the ability to remain calm when challenged or insulted. Few things are more frustrating to a provocateur than realizing their efforts have failed to disturb your peace. People who possess genuine inner peace do not feel forced to engage in every disagreement. They understand that maturity often means choosing silence or a brief response over endless explanations. In a world filled with constant noise, conflict, and emotional pressure, protecting your peace is an increasingly valuable skill. The more you develop self-control and clarity of mind, the less vulnerable you become to manipulation. When you stop reacting impulsively, those who once tried to provoke you begin to understand that they no longer have power over your emotions. Attitude 3. Some conflicts are not worth sacrificing your peace for. A clear sign of emotional maturity is understanding that not every disagreement is a search for truth. Many conflicts are simply attempts to provoke an emotional response. Often, people who stir up arguments are struggling with their own internal frustrations. Burdened by insecurity, anger, or resentment, they project those feelings onto others in an effort to find relief. Stoic philosophy teaches an important lesson: some arguments are traps. Engaging in them is like stepping into quicksand. The harder you struggle to win, the deeper you become entangled. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the most effective form of revenge is refusing to imitate the behavior of those who wrong you. This wisdom remains relevant because the moment you respond with the same hostility or aggression, you begin to lose the very peace you were trying to protect. Many people end their days mentally drained because they treat every criticism, insult, or disagreement as a battle that must be fought. They feel compelled to answer every challenge, correct every opinion, and emerge victorious from every conflict. In doing so, they fill their minds with unnecessary burdens. Imagine someone throwing mud in your direction. Your instinct may be to throw some back. Yet when you do, both people end up covered in dirt. Wisdom often lies in refusing to participate. A thoughtful person understands that some individuals have no interest in genuine conversation. Their goal is not understanding but reaction. They want proof that they can influence your emotions and disturb your peace of mind. One of life's greatest freedoms comes from understanding that you do not need everyone's agreement or approval to feel secure within yourself. Inner peace does not depend on winning debates or convincing others that you are right. In many cases, acts of provocation reveal more about the person initiating them than about the person receiving them. Individuals who are content and emotionally balanced rarely feel compelled to belittle, provoke, or manipulate others. Those who frequently lash out are often struggling with unresolved issues of their own. Once you understand this perspective, it becomes easier to let go of hurtful comments instead of carrying them with you for hours. Minor provocations lose their ability to grow into major emotional disturbances. Real strength is not measured by having the perfect comeback or winning every exchange. It is demonstrated by maintaining composure when others attempt to disrupt it. Sometimes the strongest action is simply refusing to surrender your peace. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause before responding. Consider the intention behind their words rather than reacting to the words themselves. Remember that your peace of mind is far more valuable than the satisfaction of winning a brief argument. You do not need anger to prove your strength, nor do you need to respond to every challenge to prove your worth. Often, the quiet confidence of someone who remains calm is far more powerful than the emotional outburst of someone who has lost control.